Alright guys, if you stay till the end, I'll have some useful tips and tricks that I learned over the duration of this project. Okay guys, so we're going to change out these original booster cables into quick neck booster cables. What we're going to do is take off both ends of these. I'm going to put two ends on this cable, and then I'm going to take about a foot off of each end, and then I'm going to have a foot to go into one battery and a foot to go into another battery. So this will be battery, this will be battery, and then this here will be the booster cables, and it will go from the starting battery on my boat to the stereo battery on my boat. I run 3 batteries on that, two of them are for the stereo. And this is just a precaution to make sure that if my boat starting battery ever dies, that I'll be able to boost off of my stereo battery. So I'm going to walk it through with you guys. So like I said, we have 4 of these guys. You need 4 1 gauge by 3/8 terminals. Then some lead, solder. These 2 aren't enough, so we're just gonna, make some other things work. We're gonna need a knife, something to pull the cables out of the clamps, and then some snips to cut them, some MAP gas to burn the lead pucks, and then that's pretty much the tools we'll need. So I'm gonna rip these apart, and then I'll get that over to the vise. We'll stick this in the vise. We'll heat these pucks. That'll give us what we need to solder in these booster cables to these clamps, and then all of these will get the same thing. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is remove these clamps from this cable. I already did one, just to see how bad it was, but honestly, we're just going to take this clamp away from holding this like that. See, it's loose now, and then give her a squeeze, push her up a bit, and then we're just gonna cut right here. Like, we want to save as much cable as possible, right? Just like that. Okay, so those 2 done for us. All 4 removed. Now what we're going to do is just going to peel some of this back. You don't need a whole bunch. Like for this end, actually what we'll do is we'll do the battery terminals first, then I'll cut those. So this is the max we're going to need, right? It's not very much, maybe even that much. So we just take a blade and gently cut through these shielding. Try not to damage any of the strands. So we're going to want, let's say that we're looking at a battery here. Battery usually has, probably closer that far apart, and we want maybe, say, this much room. Let's get a tape measure so that we get full size down. Okay, so I would say maybe go with 16 inches. Probably what I would do. 16. Okay, so we got these 2. And then this side is going to be a quick, so it's going to go like this. Now you're going to have the terminals to the battery, and then a quick connect right here. So these guys look like they go quite a bit further in, so we don't really need to go all that way. We'll go something like this. It's nice to have the sheathing kinda touch that metal. Take these, we'll start with these guys, put them on here. You guys can see that. Okay, so got the map gas, got some resin, just gonna pretty much fill this hole. If you put too much in, it's just going to ooze out, so I wouldn't worry too much about having too much. And if it's not enough, you'll know right away because the cable won't stick in. This happens quite quick. Not sure if that's enough. Thank you. Yeah, she's tight. She's on there. That's a super good fitting right there. Okay, so let's do this next one. Alright guys, so I crammed quite a bit in here. All four. Figured more is better than not enough. Okay, so we're gonna do all four of these same time. Maybe. I think it wants way more than that even. Shit. Boy. Thought I jammed a whole shit ton in there. Maybe not. Still a little bit warm. This stuff doesn't stick to anything, so you can pick it back up. Jam back in there. Okay, well, just try that maybe. One more time. Try one more time. Okay. Now let's see what this guy does. Okay, well that one's stuck. Okay, so honestly you just need a whole bunch of that stuff. That's what I'm thinking. So let's hope that there's enough in this one. Definitely if you can get the pucks, this I guarantee you you'll have way better luck. This kind of sucks not with pucks. So that one worked awesome. Here, these ones, other ones here, they've cooled. So the way you put them in is this way, this facing down. Once they're clipped, in like that. So battery. Okay, make sure when you do the other end that these are connected properly, right? Because this will be now your booster cable. So you want the right correct end at the correct spot. So what we'll do is we'll trace this guy down. This is going to be the negative. Negative. Obviously it would be a lot better if they were color coordinated, right? But not gonna happen for us. So this is the negative. Let's get it back up again. If you do need to get it out, just use a screwdriver and just flip this tab up. Okay, so negative, like that. Positive this side, and then obviously we'll test this before we actually put any load on this. But that's how she looks. So this is how it looks. Right here will be a battery. This will be the starting battery for my boat. And then we'll disconnect it here. We only need this if it's dying or needs charging, right? And then this will be my stereo batteries, which are 290 amp hours. So a shit ton of power here. Okay guys, just some tips and tricks to getting this solder to work the first time. I did have some issues with, I was pulling the wire out of here when I was soldering it too early. If I would have left that like for maybe 25 seconds, 30 seconds before pulling on it, I guarantee you that would have cooled and it would have stuck into it. When I was testing it, I was pulling the wire out and the solder was still hot, so it was still liquid. So make sure that you don't test the cable, don't pull on the cable until you know that it's cooled. And then make sure that when you're cutting the cable, that the actual cable touches the start of this here. You want as much cable in there, you want it to bottom out.